you're awake. We can't start the season until all the contestants are resting before the simulation. Can't rest, huh? There's always at least one who can't each season. Yes, I think there's many who think they can handle what's going to happen. However, once the moment presents itself, they're like a deer in headlights. You're not like that, though. You're scared for a different reason. I just realized I haven't introduced myself. How rude of me. My name is Tsumugi. Tsumugi Shirogane. You may or may not have heard of me. I'm an employee here at Team Danganronpa. I don't have a specific position. I do a bit of everything from designing characters' outfits, to looking over the numerous social media pages, going to meetings, and much more. I also watch auditions every season. That's how I know you, and the friend you want to protect. You want to know something? I actually fought for you to get cast. Why? Well, I suppose I'll start by explaining how auditions typically go for Danganronpa. Every season there's countless auditions of obsessed fans who speak of how they want their lives to be different, how they wish to escape the sad life they're currently living, or how they want to be someone they're not and have talent they could never possess in reality. Wanting to do terrible things with no real consequences. You see, it all stems from selfish desire. Now, I can empathize with those people. I know how they feel, because I've been there. Before Danganronpa, I had nothing. I was a worthless, plain girl who could barely get through life. I struggled so much to sustain a decent job and receive a stable income. I jumped from job to job, barely getting by. My life was a living hell. However, one thing I never did was be foolish and wish for the impossible. How this applies to you is that you're not like all of those boring people. You're unique. You piqued my interest, saying that you're not originally a fan. You sold me because I had never heard of someone auditioning for Danganronpa for the sake of someone else. You had me mesmerized. When I saw your audition for the first time, it was like a breath of fresh air. I never wanted someone to be cast so badly. On top of it, the friend you spoke about had a high probability of being cast given the show's track record. It was a perfect opportunity, and the dumbasses I worked with wanted to put your audition aside. I wasn't allowing these idiots to let a gem pass through. I think you're special. You're someone who has such pure and generous intentions, putting your own life aside for another person. You are the perfect protagonist. Your memories don't even have to be changed much. Your heart and mind are already in the right place. You're someone who deserves to win, and I believe the audience will adore you because you have a beautiful soul. Did they not tell you? Yes, you're the protagonist this season. That gives you a huge advantage for survival. You can also thank me for that. I didn't just fight for you to get cast. I wanted you to be the protagonist. I think you'll bring something different to Danganronpa that the show desperately needs. I've been here since the beginning. I saw Danganronpa go from a small project to becoming the most famous show in the world by a large margin. People usually never mention they're a fan in public though, but ratings don't lie. A big reason behind that success is because of the team, and of course I'm grateful to everyone involved on the show. This comes at a cost. A double-edged sword, if you will. Most of the employees are like me, and have been here from the start of the show's creation. As a team, we'd brainstorm what we wanted to do and all that. Fast forward, the first season was a hit. Because it was such a huge success, naturally everyone wanted to repeat it. And I literally mean repeat. You're probably not aware since you're not a fan like your friend, but have they ever mentioned how many things that are similar between seasons? Exactly. And that's why I've been trying to get through to everyone why we need to change things up, or the audience will get bored. This has already begun to happen. Ratings haven't dropped drastically enough to warrant change, but I feel it can get there if things go down this path. Of course, I'll see comments on social media about what occurs during seasons and read what fans want. Even so, the team wants to continue doing the same things. Like how the third trial always has a double homicide, how Hope always wins because the mastermind always loses, or how Junko Enoshima is always involved somehow, even if she's not relevant to a season. The employees remind me of a dog receiving a treat after doing something their owner wants. For the first season, we experimented just to see if it'd work. When we saw that the audience loved it, people wanted to continue and gave results reviews. It's the same shit over and over again, and to be frank, I'm sick of it. Everyone is so afraid to steer away from what they know that the show's getting nowhere. That's why I believe you and your friend are just what Danganronpa needs right now. I feel like I've just had the experience every casting director dreams of. I found people perfect for their roles. Because of that, I actually wish to help you. You're not going to remember this conversation, or the reason you auditioned for a while once you're resting, and your memories are laid dormant for your ultimate talent. Still, I want to assure you, as long as I have anything to do with it, you and your friend won't die. I feel like you both will assist the show in your own ways, and I wouldn't want either of you to die. I'll say, it doesn't just have to do with the show and why I want to help. Seeing how much you cared about your friend did touch my heart. I don't know much about them from their audition alone like what I could see from yours. I assume they can't be too bad of a person if you of all people hang out with them. I guessed so. I thought casting the both of you would be beneficial not only to Danganronpa, but I thought I could also benefit you two in exchange by keeping you both safe. I'm technically not supposed to get involved with what happens during seasons. Things are supposed to happen in their natural way. Protagonists have a higher chance of surviving until the end, but no one is completely free from death if that's how events play out. Danganronpa is still a show, and even though there's many similarities between seasons, we want contestants to have free will on what they do. That's how things are fair. You know there's prizes for the survivors at the end, right? If it were guaranteed who is receiving prizes, auditions wouldn't be so abundant. There's just as many people who want to get some prize money or materialistic possessions as those who want to escape reality. I know that's not what you care about. You're obviously not greedy like that. You know that no one actually dies during Danganronpa. If anyone did, the show would never see the light of day. However, if someone dies during a season, it does take a large toll on the body. Any contestant who's killed or executed take longer to recover once the season is done, compared to a contestant who's a survivor. I want to help you and your friend by keeping you both alive, so once everything is over, you can leave quickly and go home. I'm not sure how I'll do it discreetly, but if you're taking risks, I will too. Consider it a favor in the future for helping me in your own way. I'll also make sure that any paparazzi or annoying interviewers won't bother you or your friend during the recovery process, and when you're both going home. I can't do too much, or I might get caught interfering, but I promise you that I'll try. I'm sorry that things are like this. You could have easily not have auditioned, but you didn't want your friend to be alone. It's completely understandable why you're anxious. I just wanted to ease your fears before the season. Most people, including my own coworkers, see me as an intimidating figure, or a woman who does whatever she can to achieve her goals. I'll admit I can be like that. The entertainment industry is quite ruthless, but I'm not heartless. I genuinely do wish the best for you and your friend. I think a part of me wishes I had what you both do. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this show. It's practically the reason why I wake up every morning. giving me stability and worth I've never had before. Who knows where I'd be now, or what I'd be doing without it. I can't remember the last time I've had a discussion with someone that didn't have anything to do with Danganronpa. I have some acquaintances, sure. Sadly, the conversations we have are always so surface level. I can't handle meaningless chatter like that for long. I like to express myself, and that's why Danganronpa was a dream come true for me. I wouldn't change my life now. Something like this only comes once in a lifetime. I can't deny that it makes me sad that I've never had a real friend before, though. I've never really needed one. My job has been what's kept me going for so long, and that probably won't change. I focus so much on Danganronpa that I've never really thought about my own personal relationships. You're fortunate to have true friendship. Make sure not to lose it. My apologies. I'm probably getting too personal. I feel like I can talk or open up to you somewhat, since you're not like all of those obsessed fans. You're more real, if that makes sense. Thanks for listening to me. As much as I'd love to continue this, I'm afraid I must get going. I have a lot of work ahead of me, since I intend to keep my promise. Rest well. I'll be rooting for you, protagonist. I know you'll do amazing things. You're truly remarkable. Perhaps we'll meet again sometime.